podcast about nothing. As I said, we came back better, more professional, with more energy and more vibe. And I'm with one of the guys who was actually pushing for me to be very consistent in this. Bashir.
On Facebook at my 14th February, right? Valentine's Day. Girl used to think I'm a Valentine's Day kid, man. Get a lot of girls with that thing, man. I'm like, listen, yeah.
You use it to
I'm a love baby, man. Love baby, man. 14th February, man. Let the gifts come through. So the good part about that, I don't get to do shit for girls on that day, right? Like it's Valentine's Day, so you don't buy gifts, bro. I'm the one receiving, man.
I get you.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, so you don't buy things for the photo. The photo which I made tweets about. That's like, when the South Sudan basketball team went for FIBA, the men team, and they came back. I think they played well, they came back. So then at the airport, so there is Luoldeng, the president of the federation, the minister of youth, Albino, the minister of youth.
He's there.
And then like some guys. And then guess who? Miss Gogrial.
I told it's bullshit, man.
I was like,
where's Miss South Sudan?
I was like, how did Miss Gogrial like? Welcome to our podcast about nothing. As I said, we came back better, more professional, with more energy and more vibe. And I'm with one of the guys who was actually pushing for me to be very consistent in this.
Gang.
Bashir.
Yes.
Like you people just call it, when someone says Bashir, people know this is Bashir. How do people refer to you? Do you have second name?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm Bashir Jaythanks. I'm South Sudanese Romeo. I'm that guy. I'm bad guy. It's a lot of names, man. Come on. I have a lot of names. But usually when you say Bashir Jaythanks, it's just like, okay. Because I kind of have personalities to what I give out to all the social medias, and then regarding my job as well. So yeah, when you say Bashir, they just know it's me. And I feel like I became more famous because of the other Bashir too, the North, the president of the North or something.
You became famous because of that Bashir?
Cash and shit. They say Bashir, okay, we need to see that guy. They come and see me like, okay.
Definitely not the Bashir.
Like, yes, and a filmmaker too. I'm like, okay, yeah.
So you're a filmmaker, and you identify as a filmmaker actually. And you also do video.
Yeah.
And photography?
Yeah. But I call myself a creative entrepreneur, you know what I mean? And cinematographer, right? Reason being is like, I just don't shoot, man. It's business, at the end of the day. Like, there's so much business aspect that I put into it rather than just going to the scene and shoot and stuff like that, or writing a script and all that kind of stuff. It's like the business aspect of it, of how to generate money and use, the platform that I have to make sure, like, I make more money from it. And I think that the business aspect of it is the biggest part. But a lot of people know me for just shooting and stuff like that. But when you go and see my job, is like, my portfolio is like, okay, you see like a lot of film that I've done, and then videos, which is most people call me music video director. I'm not. I mean, my guy.
I just had Director Bull. Director Bull is a music video director, right?
Yeah. So shooting music videos is a hobby for me. I mean, that's like, it's not a thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shooting music videos is less important. It just means like it's not your thing.
Yeah, it's not my thing because I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying, like, because I've shot over 200 plus skits, right? And I have 4 short films. You know what I mean? And I have like one feature that is like 45 minutes. So, and I have like about 5 music videos, right? So when you look at the numbers, it's like, okay, this is not, I just do it when I feel like it's my free time and I want just to be creative, right?
How do you shoot over 100 skits?
Okay. When I started out, I wanted to build a platform where I could be able to express my stories and South Sudanese story in a way, right? So that's how I came up in 2016. I established a platform called Nyuonville. I mean, which is my company, right? Yeah. So it's a production company, yeah. So when I started out, I was like, okay, see now I have a production company, so how can I build it, right? So I need a content, right, in order for people to actually pay attention to what I'm doing, right? So I started producing skits, right? Put them out on Facebook and then on YouTube. But I started out on Facebook first. So when it catched up, like a lot of people were enjoying the content, and then I would get like about 50,000 views and stuff like that, 100,000 views. But then again, there was no money being made there, right? I was like, okay, maybe we should shift this thing. 2017, that's when I was like, okay, let me shift this thing to YouTube. So when I started putting my videos on YouTube, it was like 100 views, 50 views, you know what I mean? Like that were kind of number that I was getting, and I wasn't happy with that. So with the time, when I got people used to, actually, directing the link to the YouTube and stuff like that, and then it started growing. So to the point where right now we had 8,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Which is big, you know what I mean? So
8,000 subscribers is a
so
lot.
basically,
I have slightly just more than 100.
you're gonna get there, bro. But it'll take time, man.
Oh, come on. How much time?
So the thing is like the consistency. That's what is needed on YouTube, and because people have to relate with their stories and the things that you're doing, and they have to know, like, you have to put out content most of the time. Like if you say on Wednesday, every Wednesday you have to put something out like that, and then they get used to it. Then right now I haven't put out content for the last 1 year and a half, and it's growing, and the money's still coming in. I mean, that's like I could my YouTube is paying me like equivalent to salary that Sudanese would offer me in Dubai, like to work for a company, like the YouTube is paying me for that. So if I have it, why would I need to be employed when YouTube can pay me that? So I think like that is another way like what people really don't understand. So yeah.
So your content on YouTube kind of now pays.
Generate revenues. So I think a month will make like about $500. That's like dollars. You know what I mean? In a good month, it's like, it goes up like that, depending on the,
Because like a video, just because a video is old, that doesn't mean it's...
Yeah, no, it's not, man.
It actually might make more money.
I mean, someone might go and watch it from Egypt, right, and share it on Facebook and then become the thing again. Yeah. So it's like, so my target audience are the US and then Australia and then Kenya and Uganda. Nobody watches from South Sudan, not that much.
So those are not your...
Not my thing, yeah. But they only download the videos and put them on their phones and stuff. Then.
Do you have, this again, I ask this in a very straightforward.
Yeah.
Do you have ego? Do you have a lot of ego?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know, maybe so. Because you roll in, you're very confident.
Yeah.
You roll in big. You're not shy or unsure about your things in any way, shape, or form.
I feel like that's the thing, man. And I feel like you can relate to that question too. Like,
yeah.
When people say, do you have ego? And I feel like when you're good at what you do, I mean, a lot of people would feel like, what the fuck? You think he's all that? Because when I come in the room, I'm like, okay, this is my thing, right? Okay, listen, guys, we need to do this like this, like this. And I feel, no, I don't have ego, man. Like, I think people, judge you a lot based on your social media, know, how you present yourself out there, right? To see you maybe just small things like not commenting or not replying to someone's comments, right? It's like this guy think he's all that now, right? I'm like chill, man.
Yeah.
Like, like
my sisters, I have a lot of sisters, and their biggest problems with me that I don't tag people and I don't reply to comments.
Yeah, like
they're like, you don't tag anyone. I'm like, I'm not a tagger. Like I don't tag you, and also you don't reply to comments. People think you're the guy.
Yeah, like so it's like birthdays, right? So I have my sisters too. Like when it's my birthday, like they put my pictures up and stuff like, oh my God, my brother. The thing is, I don't comment, I don't reply to whatever they post, and then they feel like, okay, what is this now, man? Come on.
I think my family thinks like that about
So the birthdays come, I don't post shit, right? I'd like DM you, listen, all the best, man. I'm happy for you. Like, no, why don't you go and post that? Like, let people see.
If you do people's birthday on your timeline, I think you have to do one every day.
Yeah. Like the first, right? Like every January, right? January 1st, I have like about fucking 2,000 people.
A lot of South Sudanese are born there.
So now what do you do? Do we just do say like one by one?
These people who are born on the 1st, they're not special.
I think it's because they don't know the dates.
No, I mean like yeah. By then we're celebrating the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
man. Just from Christmas. Why should I? If there is Jesus' birthday, why should I go and care about yours?
So we should be. What's Jesus' birthday again?
We're on the 25th. We're on the birthday. We're on the Christmas. Then I'm on the 1st of the year. We're celebrating end of the year. Why should I wake up on the 1st and go and like care about Bashir? Like,
happy birthday.
What is this?
One of my boys' birthday used to be 1st. So every time that day is coming, we're like, yo, dude, so, okay, we're going out? We're like, guys, relax. That is not my birthday. The thing is, it's like, I don't remember my birthday. Then we're like, we understand. Come on. But now the real thing now, we're going to have to celebrate this stuff like that. And I feel like people take this thing way too seriously.
People take birthdays too seriously.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as over-celebrating birthday?
That's bullshit, man. Me, I have two.
You have two birthdays?
Yeah. I have one for Facebook and then the real one.
Ah.
And you know the real one, right? I have on Facebook at my 14th February, right? Which is Valentine's Day. Girl used to think I'm a Valentine's Day kid, man. Get a lot of girls with that thing, man. I'm like, listen, yeah.
You use it to
I'm a love baby, man. I'm a love baby, man. 14th February, man. Let the gifts come through. So the good part about that I don't get to do shit for girls on that day, right? Like
Yeah.
it's Valentine's Day, so you don't buy gifts, bro. I'm the one receiving, man.
I get you.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, so you don't buy things for.
I'm just like,
What
you're
is-
not getting
what
me
is-
anything.
What is the
No.
most expensive gift you bought someone?
I think I took them like what? Fuck. Okay. Someone. I think I took someone out for movies, man. It cost me $50.
How much?
$50, yeah. Took
That's the
someone
most
out.
expensive
IMAX
thing?
in Nairobi, man. Like, yeah.
Ah, that is cheap, man.
Fuck, bro. How much did you spend?
I don't know. Let me remember. I think probably I once took someone on a trip that involved us entering
Because of the birthday.
a park. Not because of the birthday, because of I wanted to woo them. It cost me probably $100 and something, $150 or what.
Out of $50. And then after that, what happened? You guys stay together?
I don't. This person, we're not together.
Do you regret doing that?
No.
Did you have fun?
I don't regret doing that.
I mean, at some point, it's crazy, man. So yeah.
Will you buy someone iPhone 12 Pro Max?
No.
Why?
Bullshit, man.
How? What do you mean bullshit?
I mean, it has to depend what kind of person is that. I mean, why would I buy iPhone 12 for what reason, man? I feel like that phone is expensive, man. I would invest in some more stuff. I need equipment.
She's your girlfriend. She needs something.
I think the issue here with people, man. Okay, and what if we break up? I take it back.
No.
Insurance, but I'm like,
no. You can't do it.
No. I'm like, let me take it back.
You can't do that.
All the things.
You can't take it back. You can't take a gift. Oh, come on. You know the game. You know the rules.
I think if I'm happy and I have that kind of money, I would spend it on someone.
Yeah, I think even if you
or instead of buying iPhone 12, right? I'd rather take them to Masai Mara. You know what I mean? So I could have fun as well.
So you're a romantic guy.
The only man in South Sudan right now.
No, that is the ego that I was talking about earlier on. This is it. This is
it.
It
came out.
It
came out like
the
that.
one that you don't have, you have now.
Did it just came out like that?
Yeah, that's the ego. You have ego. You have a good quantity of it.
Nah, but yeah. I don't.
You're a provocateur. You have.
I think it depends where it's coming from. A lot of people think I'm sweet. All the people that I know, my friends think I'm a good guy. They think like I'm cool. My family think I'm amazing. So I don't give a shit what the other person thinks.
Dude, you have ego.
No, the thing is, right? Okay, let me tell you, right, Nelson. This is what happened, yeah. There's some things that you do. I believe that in life, right? I mean, especially like generation that we're in right now, there's a lot of people that would say things about you, and there are people who like, okay, like at some point I've had a lot of people talk shit about me, right? Maybe, I don't know. Is it girls' problem? Is it jobs' problem? You know what I mean? Or stuff like that. And then based on those things, it's kind of, there used to be, like, based on those kind of stuff, I build a wall to where I don't feel like anyone's opinion cannot affect me.
So you think that kind of prepared
like,
you?
Yeah. So like right now, bro, it doesn't matter whatever you tell me. I have one thing, right? If you say nice things about me, and compared to the person saying bad things about me, I feel the same way. Like I'm not good. Even if you say
so you're indifferent?
Like so, the thing is, like even if you say good thing about me or bad things about me, I don't feel any way about it. Like I just take it as the same thing.
But you're supposed to feel a way about it.
No. Like
but doesn't that make you emotionally unavailable? Like if someone tells you like, hey, like I really appreciate the music video that you've done. You're a good artist.
Thank you.
Do you just tell them?
Yo, thank you, man. That's amazing work, man.
You tell them like, okay, what? Okay, next or what?
Look at it. Okay, no, in a situation like that, right? Yo, okay, a lot of people approach me like, yo, I like your work, man, and stuff like that is a good thing and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the fact that, and then another guy will come here, shit. Okay, I didn't like this video and stuff like that because of this and this. I'm like, yo, it's nice that you tell me. Actually, I like criticism more than someone, like I love criticism because I feel like not a lot of stuff come my way like that.
Not the kind of criticism. I don't like you. You look somehow.
Hey, no, that's your problem. Now, if you say you don't like me, if you talk about my work, right? Like, I appreciate people coming through my work telling me, Bashir, listen, man. Because I did, like, some videos in Dinka language, right? So most of the people was thinking, like, okay, what the fuck, man? What you're doing right now is, like, you're promoting your people alone and yada, yada. You should be, like, able to do, a language that everyone will understand, like Arabic and all that. I'm like, dude, first of all, I don't speak Arabic, okay? Like, I don't know what you're doing right now. Like, that is, let's just put it out.
People, how many videos, what kind of videos do you do in Dinka?
I think, okay, my videos are like, I feel like, it's comedy, right? Like we do comedy skits. There's so many messages hidden into those things, right? So sometimes we talk about vital issues that are happening in this country, but in a way that if you pay attention, you can understand like where this is coming from and all that stuff. And I'll put it like the way it is, but you have to watch like the video twice for you to be able to understand that.
So you kind of like it has.
Yeah, I will not just come in and talk.
Do you think
like
the Dinka language afford you to communicate things in a way that other languages don't? Or like if you want to communicate something in a Dinka language, you don't translate. You think it shouldn't be translated?
Subtitles are there.
Subtitles are there.
I think the subtitles are there.
But the value of it is in the language.
Yeah, the thing with that is like, it depends when we started out as well, right? I mean, I think it has to like, it's also that now the acting industry is not there. Like like there are no actors and stuff like that. Yeah, there is no foundation where people like you can like even in Juba right now we tell, do we know any professional actors that are here that maybe that I'm not aware of, right?
Yeah.
So when I started out, I just wanted to make sure that the people that I work with are much comfortable with what we're doing, and I'm like, okay, which language do you guys prefer to do this thing? Majority were like, you know what, I will feel comfortable using this language, right? I'm like, okay, fine. So now I write script in English, right? But then again, it has to come out in Dinka at the end of the day and then put subtitles on them, right? So when people say, okay, listen, the thing is, we like what you're doing, but now the fact that, you're using one language is kind of making it look like, like the other people are not part of it, the inclusiveness or stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I feel like that is not the whole point. Like in this country right now, we have 64 languages, right? The thing is Chinese, right? You know Chinese movies, bro.
Yeah.
They were all in Chinese, man. You know what I mean? And Indians, right? They're all in Indians, like, but it does not stop you from watching those stuff with the subtitles, right? So I feel like, so the thing is like people tend to pick what is not like the whole point and use it as that. Yeah, so.
But also like, I think, what is this business of people wanting, expecting so much from creatives? Oh, why are you not uniting the country? They're like, I'm not.
Yeah, this is not national dialogue, man.
No, yeah, but the thing is that like, people expect less from politicians and they expect more from everyone else.
Like, oh, you know what? I'm like,
you need to bring this country together. Your art should be always this. I mean, there is a problem if you're doing something that is actually harmful.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing your own art in your own corner, someone comes and tells you, why is your art not telling young people to stop fighting? And you're like, I was talking about love.
Yeah. I mean, the only way to express, because I feel like anyone in this planet can express themselves in their own language.
Yeah.
Like that's just a fact, So there's no way you're gonna tell me like, I speak English, right? But doesn't mean I have to force the people that I work with to do it because this is what I want them to do. But they have to be comfortable enough to do this thing. So now the thing, and this is where like when I started out, I split into like I had a plan, right? I do skits which are like from 1 to 5 minutes, right? Mostly like Dinka and then English, right? Then when I do like a short film, like something like 20 minutes, or more, right? It has to be strictly English, right? Because for a wider audience, for the people that, support my platform to be able to watch that. If I do like an hour movie, it has to be strictly English, right? Because that one is much easier, controlling a cast that, and be able to like, these are going to be a few people, and then you can be able to control them. But now,
so you're kind of segmenting your content and based on that.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, can I ask the producer to put for us something? One of your content pieces, and we kind of look at it.
Hello, Lirati. You need choy board. Picha. Firwan, kiri you ba kwanyai. You need choy board, nora lewen. Chukwa you are. Ayual, etu ti chapela ke ayual. Angway na mati bi yuopi. Ayual, una ayual. Long yuit. Kiri yuit chapingwan ko ke chor yuit. Ki yuit de. Karingen. Akan gini aping apa cungen. Jangan. Barkadala tum ki long gulia. Barkadala ke yuit. Barkadala aje ko yuit. Barkadala ko ti. Aje ko ni yuit. Jika yuit. Ni yuit. Akut ki. Ajanda. Mo barkadala gwaj. Ai gonter. Where are you be? Akon lil. You be. Barkadala aje ko ril. Achiril. Real barkadala ko. Barkadala cumulo. You apa kena warga?
That is one of your work.
Yeah.
And you also you act in your skits, huh?
I'm Taylor Perry, man.
What was that about? They're talking about wrestling.
Yeah, the thing is about wrestling, right? So it's basically like two people because there are so many sub communities in the you know, like they're talking about there are the UL, which is from both sides, and then there's the Barkazal part, right? So there's like competition right, happening, and then but other people like feel like these guys are the one they're actually good, and the other person is good until, and then they were talking about a certain community that is not there in the scene, right? So the guy came in, which is myself, and they were like, okay, what are you guys talking about?
So they were talking about you.
Like, they were like, no, listen, we were not talking about that. Actually, you guys are the best, So sorry about that. It was just like.
So you try to expose the societal hypocrisy.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's like what I focus on so much because I need to be able to give people context. And that's why a lot of people relate to it because these are like real stories and people can relate to directly. They see, they were like, shit, okay. These guys are like
this is like highly produced thing. I was looking at the stuff, like the camera moves. Like they were like, you're switching, like there was like, there's a wide angle, then there was another angle. Like how many cameras were on this?
One, man.
One camera?
I think two for that. I think two, yeah.
For two cameras. Yeah, and then, so like, do you put the camera moves to the people who are doing it before? You tell them that's what you should do?
Okay.
Or you shoot all angles and then you come and you do it in post?
The thing is not like, so I direct, right? And then I come and edit, right? Yeah. So basically like, so I tell them, okay, this is what you're going to say now and this is what you're going to say later on, and then come and put them together. And then most of the camera movement there, I put them in post-production as well.
Most of the camera moves, you put them in post?
And then there are some that are already there on set as well. So I did this video about Dollar and Yuba, right?
Yeah.
It's how about some people would like, I think it's one of the videos there. So the guy is selling dollars, right? Yeah. And I heard in the news that this dollar thing has been shut down by the government, so you should not do it like that. So, but he's one of the security, you know what I mean? So he stopped and then went and then found someone who was selling dollars, like, oh, come here, arrest the guy, right? And then got a phone call, and then some Zol Kabir called and they're like, listen, yeah, I need dollars. Or is it thing shut down? Like, no, it's not. Come on. Like, how much do you need again? Hold on. Put on, and then you won't get the money and go give it to the guy. So basically, like, the story about that is like the hypocrisy that is so much here. Like, people are saying that we cannot be able to control the economy, right? Yeah. But there are just people that are involved in it that don't want to fix it.
So do you think some of the police at times to have a few people?
Yeah. So it's like that people don't want this thing to stop, and that people complaining that the normal people think that okay, maybe the government is not doing so much. Yeah. But it's just like the government is the one, controlling the whole situation. So
some people are not interested.
Yeah, not interested, man. So when people see that, they laugh and be like, wait. Okay, guys, this guy was trying to say something. Like,
so the message comes. Can you cue for us something else that we can also look at?
So the Juba thing, I think the first video on the page.
Let's see what he has. He had to
Dollar.
From
So yeah, man.
Let's check one of the videos and then we can come. But you, that's one thing. Like, I mean, it's one thing that I can see that your work is professionally done.
That is why I'm expensive, man.
So you charge good cash?
Yeah. I feel like the thing is.
Bashir.
Okay. Let's put for us this. Let's see.
What's happening, bro? How are you? Long time. How's it going? Hi. I'm surviving.
Okay, check this out, yeah? I need
okay. Yes.
Getting in a film?
Voice, yeah. Increase your voice. I cannot hear you. Increase your voice.
Why shouting, man?
I cannot hear you. I am short-sighted and then I am clear-sighted. I cannot hear you. What do you need? Shurab. Shurab goes on the boutiques.
That's on by condom, man.
Putting on here, I don't have that.
They want me to shower.
But I can give you biscuit. What is that? What banana? For going to event? Socks, you buy them boutique.
What the bell in my condom and go on?
Hey, condom!
Hello, my friend.
Why? Condom? No problem, my brother. I thought...
No beg for jam.
Okay, condom. How many do you want?
Yeah, bro.
Two? Two are enough? You come. Bro, you want that? Come. Two? You want only two? This one here is good quality. Quality is very, very good. But since condoms are 99% effective...
Hey, you ask me.
This one.
Education, I didn't ask for it, man.
This is very interesting. That is the Akau Jambo, who is actually sitting at the back there.
I know, man. Crazy guy.
What is this skit about?
I mean, it's like the issue is like me trying to go buy a condom, and then I was afraid to to shout it,
Yeah.
to be loud about it.
So
and stuff
you're
like that.
trying to buy a condom.
So I'm
is
telling
a
like
very
chill, man.
discreet
Just,
thing.
yeah, like I mean, to every man, I feel like it's just like that. I don't know how do you do it.
Yeah.
When you're buying condom, do you just go there and shout?
So you told him like, hey.
I told him, give me a condom. He's like, no. What did he say? I'm like,
So when he said condom, now he went loud with the condom.
so he gave me the condom and then gave me P2. Right? I'm like, I really don't need all this thing. He's like,
You
you
need all
need-
the-
yeah,
oh,
you know.
yeah.
and then gave me P2, and then later on, some lady came and then bought a certificate there. So we're talking about how people, been by, degrees and stuff like
How
that.
do you put these two messages in one skit in such a short skit? Because
Yeah.
half of the message talks about this skit about condom, and someone might think that is just it.
Yeah.
And another lady shows into the scene and she buys a certificate, a university certificate.
Yeah.
How do you how do you incorporate such two messages in a short skit?
I mean, like, because the thing is, like, so the main point is to being able, like, to be versatile, right? Because I've done this thing for a very long time, so it just become much easier for me to actually, find my way around it, because I think I've been doing it for the last 5 years, so it becomes so much easier. So we're like, okay, we have these two stories that we need. The most important part is to be able to pass this information and this information, right? Okay, now let's put comedy into it. And then boom, that's it.
Akao Jambo is good.
Amazing guy, man. Yeah, he's dope.
He's a stand-up comedian, but he's also an actor, because what I see here, this is like a lot of acting. Good timing,
Yeah,
like expressions. He's really into that.
but he laughs a lot. That's the problem.
He laughs a lot.
Yeah, too much fucking smiling. And shit. It's not even funny, man. So that's the thing.
He laughs too much.
Yeah,
Why is he laughing too much?
I think he's happy, man.
And at times you don't want the actors to be laughing too much. You want you to speak for itself.
Yeah, because you don't need to be like, because sometimes you need to be serious for people to be able to understand, like,
Or you can
There's
be,
some
you
scenes
can
that
be
I needed.
dead, like you can just be like not laughing, but the comedic value is still there.
yeah, because what you say could be funny, not about the expression, right? Like for me, like even the way I ended up on the screen is not because I want to. Like what happened is like most of the time, like when we run out of people, it's like, okay, Bashir, come on, finish this thing up, right? And I'm like, okay, let me do it.
And you are an actor also.
Sometimes
So
when I'm not behind the camera.
do you coach actors to be the thing that you want in terms of direction?
Okay, so when I started out with my friends, right? So basically, I know how they behave, I know what they do, and I know some guys loud, some guys calm. So based on those characters, I get to see, okay, if I need someone to be shouting, obviously AK is the first guy to put there. Shopkeeper, it could be AK, right? Nobody else, because we need someone that is loud, someone that is, So that's how I look at things. So basically, like based on if I talk to you right now and I need to do a skit, I will know where to put you. Because I know, like, okay, Nelson is a chill guy, he's just gonna go there and smile and keep it moving. So based on that, I was like, okay, listen, this is what I want you to do, and I feel like I kind of coach them as well, like, okay, go for this character because this is what the people would love. But then with the time, and then you blow up, and they're like, shit, this is.
Do you think anyone can act?
Yeah, anyone can act.
Anyone can act.
Yeah, if you're being told what to do, and if someone actually identify what you're good at, you know what I mean? I've worked with some of the actors that are in South Sudan, and I feel like, Rocker, right? Rocker Comedy now, which is the one that does the show there.
Ruka?
Yeah, Tongoya, right?
Yeah.
Tongoya. Her Facebook.
I know her. I know her because my team has been working with her on her Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's how I know
she
her.
was she like. So if you said and then there's some of my guys called Diego, and then another guy called Taban. A lot of people.
I know Taban. Taban was in the first skit, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So all these people came under me, like, and people say I have egos, but I never talk about that. Like,
So you groomed a lot of these
like
people.
a lot of people, and I even like not even just in the film industry. Even when I come to the modeling industry, like the industry as a whole in Kenya, like I have good friends everywhere, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, and if I was to have ego, I would be going on Facebook Live and be like, this guy is there because of me. No, without me, this guy would have not been there. You know what I mean?
You're now behaving like those politicians
Yeah.
who were there, now they're broke, and now the new generation is taking over, now they're
Like, no, that guy is because of it. But I feel like when I see someone become, when I see someone become, good and establish themselves and they're doing amazing, that's what makes me happy, man. You know what I mean?
I think also like anyone who's kind of who wants to raise up people and kind of mentor people, that is what that's what you want.
And there's no industry here, so that's why I feel like.
So we're putting a lot of the work so that we see even what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I think we're probably doing we're playing around with the idea of podcasting, which is not a mainstream idea here.
Yeah,
People
yeah, yeah.
understand radio, people understand
Yeah.
what, but people don't know what this is. Like what is this radio? Is this an interview? Is this one? But I think we're also trying to push a certain glass ceiling so that other people who can come in
Yeah.
and play around with these ideas.
I think like 5 years from now, that's when people will understand
Yeah.
what we have put in. Or 10 years from now, that's when they're going to realize, shit, this guy did a lot for the
Yeah.
industry and stuff like that. But right now, not a lot of people see it. Unless the people that have been in other, countries and where they see, like, for instance,
Exposure.
the Nigerian industry, right?
Yeah.
Like the Akina Popo and the like of Kina Mr. Ivo and all that kind of stuff. Where are they right now? They're not, but these are the pioneers and stuff like that. People actually put work to making sure that it reaches a certain level.
Even in terms of the music, when
Yeah.
you look at
Yeah.
like Wizkid, like this guy goes to London and sells Wembley or whatever, like the whole thing, people are like, wow, and then people say like Wizkid is greater than any other, but like it is not like that. It's like all the people who came
It's the
before
branding.
Wizkid
Yeah, they're the one like
slowly kind of
like the
introduced
like of this guy. What is it called? What is his name?
Two-Face. or
Yeah,
what?
the Two-Face, yeah. And the Banner's boy, grandpa, which is or the uncle.
Yeah.
So there has to be people.
There are people who kind of like set the foundation.
Yeah, and
everything
then now
else.
it become much easier for the rest of the people to do it. And I feel like, and even I think the number one thing with this with our industry as well is like, for me, like when I'm doing something, I'm doing it representing South Sudan, right? I want to do a work that any other person that is outside South Sudan sees it, they're like, okay, shit, this guy knows what he's doing. Like that is like I'm always like constantly growing with myself. I'm like, okay, I need to do this. I'm competing with the other content creators in the world, not just here. So when I come here, I'm like, okay, guys, I'm big on bringing my people together. I'm like, guys, even I have had a lot of conversation with, with the creators of this kind of like, how can we come together, to be able like to create more content, to be able to, because if we come together as a community, right? I feel okay, we can do so much, right? But when everyone like going their own way, right? Like especially in Juba right now, like a lot of people don't link up, right?
Are people going their own way right now?
Like yeah. Like when you say, okay, you mentioned like filmmakers in South Sudan, how many do you know? Like I think I was just like, okay. Then again, he was like, okay, where their works, right? You don't see it, right? I'm like, fuck, okay. So when I first came here, I reached out to all the guys that I've in the videography world and the filmmaking world, and that I even reaching out to Bull and stuff like that. He's my friend. I'm like, dude, okay, we need to link up, yeah? Ideas you need, whatever you need help, holler at me, man. I'll help you. Even when I was in Kenya, I'm like, if you're a director and you want to come to Kenya, I have a lot of friends here. I can make it happen for you. Come through, because I think that's how the industry works, right? But here, there are a lot of egos going on, right? So some people don't feel comfortable working with other people, I feel. And I feel like, okay, how can we break this one down?
But it takes a lot of intentionality.
Yeah, man.
It takes, but also it needs resources. And at times the people who have the resources don't have the ideas or have the wrong ideas.
Like all my production, I fund them. Like this is all my money, like all this stuff. Yes.
You pump your, like
Yeah,
this
all
one, the
like I
skits.
pumped all the skits and all that kind of stuff to reach that level. It's all my money, right? So, and with the platform that I have right now, I feel like I'm in a level where I can be able to approach people like, okay, this is what I've done.
Yeah.
How can we
How can we
collaborate
now,
together? And yada yada.
How can we?
Yeah.
What do you think about awards and recognitions?
I think it's bullshit. Like, yeah, that's the truth, man. Like, I'm not big on those stuff, man.
What do you mean?
One situation happened. Some guys like in Juba here, right? They are nominated for me, best producer of the year, and then they put all the audios, producers in this country, right? And then my name there. I'm like, what the fuck? When you say like audio, like producer, and then audio, I see this guy. What this guy's name? The one that produces music videos here. This guy called who? I don't know. I don't want like I told the guys just take my name off, man. Like there's no need for you to do
So
that.
the genre was what?
They say producer of the year, right? I don't know what that means, right? Because when you say producer of the year and then you put my name with the audio producers, right?
So this means
That's
like
that
you're
is like
mixing, you're
music,
mixing the
right?
cards and
Yeah,
dogs,
you
huh?
don't even know what you're doing, man. I'm like, guys, you guys don't know what you're doing. So I'm not big on awards.
But are there awards? But there are awards that are repeatable. There's a few that try.
Yeah, but then again,
But also it's very important. What does the award represent? At times, I think it's also good for people who are upcoming, because it takes this person who is obscure somewhere there
Yeah.
and brings them to like, here is this person, and then this person now can be.
the question is, what comes to the award? Though?
I mean, the recognition.
What kind of recognition? When you say if they nominate you today, like for instance, let's talk about you, right? Let's talk about you, right? Okay. you were nominated for the African whatever thing.
Yeah.
What did you get out of that?
100 most influential Africans.
Okay, see, when you say that, sound dope, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me, in here, right? It's maybe something South Sudan award or whatever, right? Nominated you for best podcaster of the year, and then put your name there, and then some guy in the USA put him there, some guy in Tanzania put the name there, right? You're not promoting talent, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you've put, like, they say, international artist of the year, right? And then best international, they put Diamond, they put maybe some more South Sudanese abroad there and stuff like that. And I feel like you're not supporting. Like,
you think the categorization is a bit messed up?
It's stupid, yeah.
It
doesn't
just
make
too
sense.
broad and
it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And I feel like because they don't understand the industry. Because you cannot.
You think if you do it right, you can make it so prestigious until it has a meaning and until it attracts money with it.
Yeah.
Because that's why the same thing with the Forbes 100 list. Once you get into that, then people are like, okay, we want to invest in you. Because
there's value.
The idea is that you have been, the process, there is due diligence until you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And these people have done their homework in terms of...
And there is something to show for it too, right?
Yeah.
Like, you cannot just say...
Do you think there's some people who have awards and have nothing to show for?
I think a lot of stuff is just like... Because as well, it depends how these awards are being done, right? It's, okay, I know this guy that knows this guy that has been nominated by this guy, right? And then there's no transparency, right? Yeah, and then they go and give it to you, right? And then you're like, okay, see you again next year, right? And then they collect their money, which is the entrance fee, those are the stuff they need, right? And then you just go home with a trophy that is worth $20, right? What is that trophy going to do to you, right?
No, but like a lot of the trophies don't want anything. Like even if you're in the Times 100 list, you don't get money.
But it has to be like something that is
there
built.
Is no money,
yeah,
there should be a certain value.
It has to add something. Like,
but
for instance,
let me get this straight. You're not saying that awards are bad. You're saying that we should fix them.
In this country, there's bullshit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to fix it. They need to fix it. All the award. Fuck all the award. I don't. If I know the name, I would mention all the name. It's what the Susa, right? Bullshit. There's okay. We did one. Okay, I was involved in one of the stuff. Like in Kenya, we used to have South Theatre Academy, right?
Yeah.
They used to give out awards and stuff like that. We tried our best to make sure we do the right thing, but then at the end of the day, it's like people. I think we're not, because everything is the first thing. You do this one, it's like the first thing now. So if I tell our guys, okay, this is how we're supposed to do it. The guys, when you do it like the right way, they'll still think, nah, these guys, you guys are being biased, man. Like, like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
What's up with modeling? What are these ninjas doing? What's up with modeling?
Which ones now?
The one here in South Sudan. The whole modeling thing, the one, like the modeling.
You know it's a scam, right?
What's the scam?
The modeling, right?
Why?
With a lot of guys. A lot of guys just want to make money, man. People in Juba are starving, bro. We're like, they just want to make money, man.
How?
Okay, because the thing is, right, when you look at it, Nelson, right, let's just be honest, right? Today, there are like about 1,000 beauty pageants being done, right? There's Jiang, there's Mid Equatoria, right?
There is a photo, the epitome with the photo. There's the photo which I made tweets about. That's like, when the South Sudan basketball team went for FIBA, the men team, and they came back. I think they played well, they came back. So then at the airport, so there is Luol Deng, the president of the federation, the minister of youth, Albino, the minister of youth.
He's there.
And then like some guys. And then guess who? Miss Gogrial.
I told it's bullshit, man.
I was like,
where's Miss South Sudan?
I was like, how did Miss Gogrial like? Do you know how?
With all the misses, there's Miss us, right?
Yeah.
South Sudan, right?
I was like, how did Miss Gogrial like jump all those things?
And then when we talk, bro, they say we talk bullshit, right? That's what I'm doing.
I mean, all respect to Miss Gogrial. Probably she's watching this and she think I'm throwing shit. But I'm like, for Miss Gogrial,
she doesn't deserve to be there, right? That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be there. I'm saying I'm like, how did she reach there? That's what I'm asking. Like,
because she doesn't deserve to be there, right?
Was like Lowell is kind of like, without Miss Gogrial, I'm not landing in this country.
or some big guy said she has to come through.
Some big guy said like, hey, there is this Miss Gogrial, we have to put
Imagine
Gogrial is what? Is a state?
Yeah, I think.
It's not a state right now. It's under what?
Under Greta Barkada, right?
Yeah. Like you have to, maybe there is Miss Greta Barkada, you have to miss that. Like then you have to miss Miss Art, then you have to miss Miss South Sudan, Miss Universe, Miss, like all this, and then you're like, Gogrial is the place. that is when I was like, what are these people doing?
And I feel like that's what they say. There's tribalism, right? You know, like sometimes my people be overdoing it. I was like, that is like, come on, man, don't do that.
That's too obvious.
Like,
yeah, but like there are so many things.
imagine the phone call, right? Before she reached there,
Yeah.
someone was like, listen, so the national team is coming through, right?
I think you'll put that photo here. The producer will
The
put
national team is coming through, right?
Yeah.
Can you come? And, and grace the picture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there, right? And then, taking photos of the guys. Bullshit, Kulu.
But I think I think it is good as an industry starting for people to be all over the place. Like the Wild West. When the Wild West was being opened, like everyone was everywhere. Like people are shooting people are building stuff.
Yeah.
People were shooting animals, people are doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Then after sometimes like people have to recognize, okay, there are some serious ninjas here, and they're
So-
like all the rest.
so
And then
all
people
the-
come in line, they're like, okay, even for robbing banks, these are the people who know how to robbing banks.
Not just everybody, right?
And that's what the people who shoot other people, this is how they do it. They come and they do a battle.
Yeah.
Like everything is standardized. But it starts with
So do you think all this modeling stuff
I
will stop?
think- I think-
Do you
I
think it will stop?
no, I think what happens is it standardizes. It kind of like standardizes, and the kings of the industry are recognized, and the standards are developed. And also money usually makes people put in line. If there is a standardized way of getting money, people can actually come in line. Because money is a good way of validation. It weeds out. No one puts their money in crap. I mean, in South Sudan, people do. But,
Yeah.
but like with time, if you like, the audience, the public doesn't put their money in crap. I think it does. When you look at what's happening in Kenya now, when Kenya says like, this is the top radio presenter in the country, Mine and Kingange and whatever in the morning, there is actually you're in the matatus, almost all the matatus you're listening to that. It's not. They have something to show for it. Yeah. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the endorsement stays
Yes,
as
and
well.
the
and all
endorsement,
that.
like there is money and there is what and all that kind of things. But like, here, there's people say they're the best in something, and then you're like, I was in Terkeka. I was in Terkeka. This thing of South Sudanese recognition. So I go to Terkeka, and then we drive there a lot. I mean, I funnily said that I discovered Terkeka.
Yeah.
We drive there for fun and what. So I go there. We hire a boat every time we go for some ride. The other time we leave this boat place, we go to the other one. So the dude whose place we came to, I think apparently he had a beef because we have not been using his boats and what. Then we come inside in this room and what. Eva and I are sitting. And then he tells me, do you know who I am? I was like, I don't. He was like, she doesn't. He's some local Turkeka youth leader of a fishery, whatever thing. And it's like, do you know who I am? I was like, I don't.
Who are you?
And I was like, I don't. Seriously.
Why is he like, am
What
I
is it?
supposed to know?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like you're not even a Juba kingpin. You're like, listen, a Turkeka fish guy, youth. I was like, I don't. Eva said she doesn't.
Then what did you say?
And he's like, I know all of you. I was like,
Okay.
then he said, I am the whatever in charge of all the fisheries here and what. I am the one who does this and what. I am this and this. You guys, next time you want to do something, come to me. My name is this and this. I'm like, you're feeling yourself, but it's okay. What is the business of people
I think
asking, do you know who I am?
The entitlement in this country, man, like everyone just want to feel like special, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, even like you go there, like, do you know what I am? I'm like, I usually do this for the security at night, right? Like, oh, God, listen, bro. Like, okay, don't. Are you a soldier, Mush? Itajesh? I'm like, we don't need to get there. Come on, like,
Yeah.
you don't know who I am, man. And let's not use our ranks here. When you talk like that, they're like, okay, this guy.
They just said, I was on the checkpoint here just next to the, I was driving. So this guy stopped me, the traffic police officer. Just before I had the number plate in my car, I was processing it.
Yeah.
And the guy said, like, what do you do? I'm like, I do cyber security. They said, security? Go. I was like, okay, that means the sound of it.
Use that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, that is a good trick. You just say, sir, the security should be louder.
Yes.
Security. The guy was like, security? Go. But it shows you how arbitrary these rules are.
Let me tell you this story, right? We came from Luri, right? So driving, then this side of custom, right? They usually stop people there, man. It's crazy, right? So we stopped. I had a bat, right, in the car. So they kind of put the guy moved it and was like, "What is this?"
Baseball bat?
Yeah, it was like obviously. I was like, "Okay, you know what this is?" Another guy said, "Okay." So ita mujire mush. I'm like, I did not answer that. And then another guy came. No, like, hey, bro, dude, this is for playing, man. Just leave it alone. And then I had like another security stick for the warriors.
The rungo?
Yeah, the rungo, right?
Rungo is like that.
Like, wow. So what is this for? I'm like, you know, for beating people up. People are like misbehaving, stuff like that. Not necessarily. Like, it's for security purposes. He's like, what do you mean? Like, so are you the people moving around? I'm like, no. He's like, do you have a gun? I'm like, I don't have it here with me now. Okay. Like, I don't have a gun, bro. What the fuck? So, like, I'm like, we have it at home, not here. So like, okay. So do you know why your car is tinted? I'm like, yeah, the paper is there. He's like, no, we don't. This paper is like, this is not it. I'm like, dude, it's written like this is South Sudan, man. Like, come on. It's like I have a paper that shows this. My car has been tinted. Now the issue with you now, now you're going out of line. I don't think it's about the paper anymore, and I don't think it's about the baseball bat. I think this is personal, right? So, and if you want us to take it down that road, then you tell me, man. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, so are you eat as a meal? I'm like, that's not the point.
the thing is that the question is that, like, not to deny and not to confirm.
Just leave it hanging there.
Some of them, like, I pull in, they say Hakuma, you're like, how are you doing?
The guy was like, it is a meal. I'm like, you know what? Because I use reverse psychology a lot. I'm like, do you know what the problem with you people, right? When someone stop and respect your job, so you think you have the right to just talk the way you want to, but I feel like the mistake that I did is stopping. I should have just moved on. You're like, dude, if you're a Zamila, you should have just said that, so that we can say. I'm like, no, I don't want to use that. Like, my job is different with yours. This is your job, right? I respect you. But the fact that I respect you now, you think it's the thing. He's like, let's not talk like that, okay? I'm like, no, come on, then tell me. And then the guy was like, you know what? Just forget that guy. How can we do this? I'm like, I want to go home, man. I'm tired. And all this stuff. He's like, you know what? Just go. They let me go.
So you just bluffed your way through
Bluffed my way through all it, man. Like, bullshit. I know how to play with their minds.
No, this guy is like, but it's just like, how rules, this rules. One of the other things you just say, like, just wait for me. Just start recording. Just wait. Give me.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Just wait. Give me a minute.
Call someone.
And probably you're calling again.
Come like, okay, listen. Is uncle available? Like, he traveled to where?
I don't have any general uncle. Like, I don't have. We have one uncle who is a general, and he doesn't give a damn. He even doesn't roll with his security. So if you call him, that is just, there's no help there.
I have uncles, but I don't have their numbers. That's the thing. So I think
you don't vibe with them. Huh?
I don't vibe with them, and I just don't feel like it's necessary to bother people. And then I feel like in South Sudan, right? This is like just be in the right track, man. Like, what the point of you?
Just be on the right side of
mean, I'm like, I've been in the foreign country, man. Been harassed and all that kind of stuff, and the only place that I feel at home is here. Even if I move at 1 in the night,
just be decent and
all I tell, like, listen, I respect what you're doing, but don't take it the other way around. Don't disrespect me. Come on.
Some guy was like, hey, we will take this vehicle to the police station. I was like, let's do that. And then he's like, these people don't want hard work. They're like, no, we don't want to do that.
You drive. I'm like, no, I'm not. You drive. Like, some people don't even know how to drive, bro.
It's a very interesting. It's a very interesting scenario. Everyone is everything.
Everyone just wants to be a boss.
Have you seen how everyone is a journalist? Someone is like a camera person. They're like, I am a journalist. I'm like, everyone is a journalist
in this country, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has a blog now. Like, their pages are there. Everyone thinks like they can.
Have you seen that thing? That the annoying thing is that, like, XYZ inviting you to like XYZ. That's when I knew this person has moved from the realm of being a normal person to being. So, when someone creates a Facebook page with their name,
yeah. And they say like,
you just say like, Bashir is inviting you to like Bashir. I'm like, but I don't like Bashir.
They're like, invite this guy. You're like, Okay, then you go find the page. There's no story. There's no about. There's no information there. It's just blank.
Yeah, the page is just for the sake of.
So what is the point of liking it? This makes sense, right? Then someone tell you, yo, man, you don't support my work. You don't even have a work, man. Like, show us something first.
Yeah, we shouldn't be forced to support. Yeah, relatives. We shouldn't be forced to support like mediocre relatives.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like. In order for us to move forward, I mean, I don't.
Is it okay to tell people to quit? Hey, quit. That's not.
Yeah, that's not your thing, right? Like, you're not talented, bro. Like, can you try the other one? Like, this shit is not working. I mean, I feel like we should convince ourselves to.
Do you think some musicians should be told that?
Yeah, a lot of them should be told to stop singing.
Is there anyone telling them?
Nobody's there, man. I think, but it depends again.
I think the market should tell them. But if the market is there, even if you're singing crap, there is market for it.
But if you're singing crap, right, and and you have the numbers, bro.
Yeah, that is.
It makes sense.
I respect that. For
Yeah.
me, an audience is an audience.
The numbers,
Yes.
the numbers. That's why we say John Frog is the biggest, right? Fine.
Yeah.
The numbers are there to show it. It doesn't matter like how bad the music is or whatever, right? The numbers, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers, man. If he's shutting for the whole week, boom, making money, right? That's it. That's what counts.
Yeah, I think the numbers. Even if people think you're crap, you have the numbers. You have the
Yeah.
numbers.
So even if like,
Yeah.
are we winding up?
We're winding up.
All right. Okay, Nelson.
Okay, how do you close this?
Okay, listen, guys. So let me motivate people,
Say
right?
something profound to these people. give them something to tell this youth to do something.
Listen, guys. The only way to make it in South Sudan is to get a tattoo of a Chaiwir. Right?
that could be true. Like that dude tattooed a chayuri in his hand, and his life changed.
Are you sure about that?
I think I like it.
I'm like, but fuck.
What if you tattoo something on your butt?
And then who's gonna see it? But I'm like, but
You can tattoo someone
I
on
think
your butt.
the youth are lazy, man. I mean,
The youth are very
yeah.
lazy.
We just
What
want,
about this artist thing who just draws Salva Kiir?
we're so
Please,
used. We're so
retweet
used.
for me until I see Salva.
If Safaki doesn't come, I'm not leaving because without him,
I find it is very lazy. Hey, please retweet until 50 cents says it. You do a very nice drawing that just looks like 50 cents. I'm like, what is the difference between that and a picture?
and those guys will tell them to draw me and then I'll pay for it. They don't. Like,
And then the person comes and retweets say like, I like it. I want to support you. My team will get in touch.
the team never shows up. you know that's branding though, right? When you say my team will come, like someone like, listen here, have my manager will look into it and let you know what's up. Then they think you're cocky,
I'm
man,
just
for
telling
doing
these
that.
ninjas like, if someone draw Nelson Kwaje,
You're not paying.
I'm not paying. I'm like,
But
I'll take it and I'll pay something for it, whatever. But that shouldn't create an industry of Nelson Kwaje drawers.
But you will have an assistant look for it, right?
Yeah.
Your assistant will look into it.
No, my assistant will look into it. She could be right now even
Why
looking
do you have
into
an
that.
assistant?
Why do I have assistant?
Yeah.
I run a lot of things.
Shit, that's ego, man. You see that? That's what I'm saying, man.
But
fuck it.
But who told you that I don't have ego?
You do, yeah?
No, but you're making an assumption that I said I don't have ego.
No, because the thing is, right? Okay, we had talks prior to this shit, right? Prior to this conversation, we had other conversations,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, right? You have an assistant because you have so much work.
No, actually,
that
I
you're
have
doing,
an
right?
assistant because I have so much work. There's a time I had a lot
But you
of
need
work.
help.
Yes, I need help. It's just like there are a lot of people who want to meet me at times, and a lot of them for genuine reasons.
Eish!
No, I'm saying this in the least ego
A lot of people.
way. A lot of people want
That's
to
why you
meet
don't
me.
reply my messages, man. Fuck, bro. Come on.
Your messages or
Yeah,
not?
on
Messenger?
WhatsApp, you blue tick me
WhatsApp?
like we're dating or something.
No. I look at it and I say I'll reply to it in the evening.
Or she's the one not replying my messages, right?
Come on, you can't point to my assistant during a podcast.
Oh, that's domestic, right? that's a conversation for another day. In this country, you can't
Yeah, you
point
harassing my assistant?
on a
Just
girl
chill.
like, "Whoa."
Like, no, I need an assistant just to manage. For me, I think about it as a value addition. Like really, like with my assistant, I increase my productivity and I increase how I'm earning money. It's really just kind of a very, My assistant schedules meetings for me. She ensures that I don't miss those meetings. Like for example, she contacted you.
Yeah.
I could have probably as you said, blue ticked you, not even contacted you for the podcast. So that I find that as a very needed professional service.
I think to add that on that, just the last thing, for anybody to make money in this industry, right, you're gonna have to brand yourself. I think packaging yourself is what you're doing right now by making sure that you have people that look into everything that you're doing and people can be able to reach out to other people and stuff like that. I think is very important, right? And even for me too, when I started out, I have to build a brand and a brand that will have longevity, a brand that has a content that is consumable by people.
Yeah.
So now every person that approaches me, right, already knows what I'm capable of doing. So when you come to me and I tell you I need $5,000 without a blink of
Or
an eye,
200,000.
right? Or 200,000, right? I deserve it, right? And if someone come here and tell me, Bashir, shoot me a music video for $300, I'm like, I don't need it. Not because I don't want money, but my brand.
I can shoot it for them.
My brand, you always have issues. Okay, when some people come to me and say 300, I'm like, I don't need it. They're like, Bashir, come.
We need that.
I'm like,
But
no,
when you're broke and someone comes to you with such a thing and you're like, man.
and then next time it's gonna be 3, and then the other guy they
Yeah,
will
yeah.
tell people
You
this
need-
guy
there
like
is
this
a
and
place
like.
you just need to say, here,
So
stop it.
yep. So if you don't have 1,000, can have a conversation.
That's a cut of 1,000 upwards.
Minimum is 500, right?
Yeah.
But then again, I'm gonna buy you a coffee. When we meet, I'm like, listen, what do you wanna have?
When I started doing something in Kenya, we did a graphic design for some guy. So we took the guy and bought, while we were negotiating, we bought coffee.
Yeah.
Bought coffee for it. I think we bought the coffee for 150. And then the guy paid us 200 for the design.
It adds values, man.
Yeah, but like
150. Yeah, it just shows like you're really good at that.
Okay, madam. Namaste to all of you people. Let's call this episode over.
Yay.
Yay.
See you guys on the other side. Thank you so much for having me, man.
Thank you so much for showing up, man. This was so great. I love the whole thing.
Shukran.
Both of us have ego. We are good.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I mean, people want to beef up. Let them.
Fuck them.
Hello. Hi, Chula. Tamam. Welcome to a podcast about nothing. As I said, we came back better, more professional, with more energy and more vibe. And I'm with one of the guys who was actually pushing for me to be very consistent in this. Bashir.
On Facebook, I have my 14th February, right? Valentine's Day. Girl used to think I'm a Valentine's Day kid, man. Get a lot of girls with that thing, man. I'm like, listen, yeah.
You use it to
I'm a love
girls?
baby, man. Love baby, man. 14th February, man. Let the gifts come through. So the good part about that, I don't get to do shit for girls on that day, right? Like it's Valentine's Day, so you don't buy gifts, bro. I'm the one receiving, man.
I get you.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, so you don't buy things for the photo. The photo which I made tweets about. That's like, when the South Sudan basketball team went for FIBA, the men team, and they came back. I think they played well, they came back. So then at the airport, so there is Luoldeng, the president of the federation, the minister of youth, Albino, the minister of youth.
He's there.
And then like some guys. And then guess who? Miss Gogrial.
I told it's bullshit, man.
I was like,
where's Miss South Sudan?
I was like, how did Miss Gogrial like